Let's have a little Nash ramble here.
There's thunderstorms building up over on the county line. All the neighboring farms get rain, but I never get a drop on mine. You might think a little old summer breeze couldn't do nobody harm, but it burns like a blazing blowtorch when you're living on a dryland farm. When the west wind comes a-blowing, well, the sand comes a-blowing too. And I must say a mouthful is more than I can chew. I've swallowed a gallon for every acre, and God knows it hurt, but it ain't as bad as the trouble I had breaking up that dryland dirt. Now the politician says to the farmer, you're the backbone of the land. The irrigating farmer says, thank you, sir, I'll eat right out of your hand. And your average automobile has air conditioning when it's warm. Yeah, things are cool for everybody but the man on the dryland farm. Now if I had my wicked way in this equally wicked world, I'd make a Garden of Eden for every boy and girl. But I'd take our two-faced president and I'd grab him by the arm, stick him out in the middle of the desert and make him work on a dryland farm.
Gave all my money to the banker this month. I got no more money to spend. She smiled when she saw me coming through the door. When I left, she said, come back again. Well, I watched some lonesome boxcar wheels turning down the tracks out of town. And it's on that lonesome railroad track I'm gonna lay my burden down. I looked for my little lady in the lost and found. She had already been claimed. Now I'm gonna find me a ticket to ride to a town that never had no name. Nobody may care where I go tonight, but baby, if the truth be told, I'm going down to the railroad tracks, watch some lonesome boxcars roll. I was raised on a farm the first years of my life, and life was pretty good, they say. Now I'll probably live to some ripe old age. That dirty dog death will stay out of my way. This world can take my money and my time, but it sure can't take my soul. And I'm going down to the railroad tracks, watch them lonesome boxcars roll. There's some big old Buicks by the Baptist church, and Cadillacs at the Church of Christ. ain't no radio tires running down the streets of gold. And I'm going down to the railroad tracks, watch some lonesome boxcars roll. If you ever seen the wheels on a fast freight train beating out a beautiful tune, if you ever seen the cold blue railroad tracks shining by the light of the moon, and if you ever felt the locomotive shake the ground, no, you don't need to be told. Why I'm going down to the railroad tracks, watch them lonesome boxcars roll.
When you're ready for steady dancing and prancing, grab your darling and hop in your car. Drive right on down to the bright side of town. You'll be happy you don't have to drive far. You'll be glad you don't have to drive far. Park your pickups and Cadillacs and your Fords and Renaults. Get out and dance like the Dickens to the West Texas waltz. Well, my pickup needs a tune-up. I better get up and make up my mind to get busy today. And my sewer line is backing up and my tractor's been acting up, but I'll be dancing tonight anyway. I'll go dancing tonight anyway. 'Cause I count my blessings, I don't count my faults, and I like to dance like the Dickens to the West Texas waltz. Grandmammy and Grandpappy, if you plan to stay happy, you better lace up your best dancing shoes. Come see us, don't ride us, you can stop your arthritis just by dancing away your blues. Just by dancing away your blues. So bind up your bunions with band-aids and gauze and start dancing like the Dickens to the West Texas waltz. I got me a brown cow dog, and I told him, how now, dog? You're a borderline collie, and I'm a borderline fool. But he had some bad habits, he was scared of jackrabbits, so I sent him off to canine school. I think they call it obedience school. When he came back, he couldn't tell a cow from a horse, but he could dance like the Dickens to the West Texas waltz. I met a fine lady banker, and I'd sure like to thank her for the credit she gave me, made me shout. She changed my whole attitude, and to show her a little gratitude, I decided I'd just ask her out. Lord, I thought I would just ask her out. I said, close up your windows, go lock up your vaults, and let's go dance like the Dickens to the West Texas waltz. We spent my next to last dollar in the old ice cream parlor on a milkshake and a malt and a pop.